How ships are launched. Once upon a time, people conquered the oceans in small boats, but today's passenger liners and cargo ships are real giants weighing hundreds of tons. They are built in shipyards, and then launched into the water. However, the descent is not always going according to plan. It happens that specialists who are engaged in descent with difficulty manage to avoid disaster. The launching of a ship in many Christian cultures is likened to the religious ceremony of the baptism of a child, during which he is named. This is due to the fact that the baptized child receives the protection of God. By likening the ceremony of launching a ship to baptism, sailors want to receive God's protection for themselves and their ship. There are several ways to launch a ship, managed and uncontrolled. With a controlled descent, everything is quite calm and boring. There is practically no sight. Typically, a ship is lowered into the water using a floating dock, or water is collected in a dry dock and the ship calmly rises on it. Small vessels are sometimes lowered by cranes or fixed ropes along slips, inclined platform, which carefully lower the vessel into the water. Here's another thing: when the descent is uncontrollable, it is made from stocks. It is a kind of rail or shields that are inclined, and the ship with all its weight rushes into the water, creating a huge wave, which sometimes covers neighboring ships or buildings. Very spectacular. The reason for this descent is often commonplace. This is the cheapest way. There are longitudinal and lateral descents. During the longitudinal descent, the ship lowers forward aft. It is wider and the ship is less buried in the water. Well, the side most desirable for the audience. Of course, such descents are a good advertisement for the vessel, and dear guests and journalists are invited to attend them. There are unsuccessful descents, after which the ship needed a serious reconstruction.